Alright, let's look at the homework 5.4, 5.5, problem number 9. Alright, so we want to find the average value of this function over the interval from 0 to 2. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so remember that the average can be found by integral from a to b of the function and divide by the length of the interval, so it's b minus a. Right, so in this case function is, so the average is going to be, alright, so the length of the interval is 2 minus 0, it's 2. Then integral from 0 to 2, and the function is 1 over x minus 3 squared dx. Right? Then let's do the substitution here. So let's let u be x minus 3, right? Then if you take the derivative of u with respect to x, you get 1, right? Which means that multiplied by dx, right? Du and the dx are exactly the same thing, right? And also lower bound is 0 and upper bound is 2. But now if you convert it to u value, it's at 0 minus 3, so negative 3, 2. 2 minus 3, so it's negative 1. Right? So this can be rewritten as, so it's a 1 over 2 integral from negative 3 to negative 1. Right? So it's a 1 over u. 1 over u is, maybe I should write it as a u. So 1 over, so it's negative power, so it's the squared, so it's 2 with respect to u. Alright, then we can just find the antiderivative. Add 1 to the power, so it's negative 1 power divided by negative 1, and going from negative 3 to negative 1. Alright, so this is going to be equal to, alright, so 1/2 is still there, right? Plug in negative 1, so negative 1 to negative 1, the reciprocal of negative 1 is negative 1, divided by negative 1 is positive 1. And then here, negative 3 to the negative 1 power is negative 1/3, and then you have negative 1, so it's going to be minus, alright, 1/3. Right? So this is going to be 1/2 times 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. Alright, so we can cancel 2 and 2. We get 1/3. Right? So the average value is 1/3. Right? Then we want to find the x value on the interval, which makes this function equal to the average. So we just have to set f of x, which is 1 over x minus 3 squared, and this is equal to 1/3. Right? Take the reciprocal of both sides, so we know that x minus 3 squared is equal to 3. Then take the square root of both sides, so you have x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus square root of 3. Then we can add 3 to both sides, so x is equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 3. Alright, since the interval is from 0 to 2, 3 plus square root of 3 is bigger than 2, so that wouldn't be it. So we have to pick the 3 minus square root of 3. Right? So 3 minus square root of 3. Alright? So let's type those guys in. Right? So the average was 1/3. And it happens when x equals 3 minus square root of 3. Alright? So let's submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got both of these guys correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.